And we're working on deck 15 here. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the space in between these escape pods here. What I did up here is I'm going to make these into large H2O bulk tanks, or well, large, but bulk tanks for H2O. Same thing with over here. This will be a bulk H2O tank right here. Actually, no, I think I'll just, because of the angle and stuff, I think I'll just make this like some sort of a system. These will all be bracings through here. This one high area. Make that bracing as well. And then on this side over here, it's really hard to say because I can go with more bracing over here. And just want to do this real quick while I'm thinking about it. And this can be a bulk tank. Well, maybe. So it's really hard to call. I mean, to decide what I'm going to do through here. So whatever I do up there, I'll do back here. But yeah, I'm getting a little. My mind says, "Hey, time to sleep," and I've only, trying to sort this out. It is very difficult sometimes to keep focused on stuff. Come up with ideas for things. So I use that filler word "all" a lot. I can't help that. I try not to use it, but it is one of those words that creeps in while your brain is trying to come up with ideas for your mouth to say. And that often is very annoying because I know Direwolf does it a lot on his videos. I don't like to do it. It's one of those things that just bugs me when I do it. But I do it because why not? My brain's trying to think of words to put in my mouth. So it says a lot. Okay. And we'll come from that side over to this side and then we'll see where they meet. This is just the ribbing. Right now I'm working on laying out the ideas, the pattern for the ribbing. The ribbing. Getting a lot of new I did it again. Getting a lot of new players joining the server. I guess somebody's been advertising on the server again. Welcome new players. This is February 21st. And this is just a build out video. Normally I would try and stream this process, but unfortunately it doesn't happen with Comcast, CenturyLink, because CenturyLink doesn't like it. They advertise, well, you get this download speeds and you can stream your videos. It's all lies. They're full of lies. I have bonded internet, and unfortunately, even with bonded internet, 2 gigs up, I can barely stream anything. If I do, it's all compressioned and looks like crap. Besides, I'm just a one-man operation. I don't know nothing about computers. Besides, if I live stream, I might say some naughty words and talk about things that aren't Trek related, and that gets on people's nerves, and I do apologize for that, but life. Going through here and working on the rest of this ribbing. There we go. Get rid of all these extra high-end blocks here because we can do it from the center on that side. We don't need these. People ask, why you put this kind of detail into these builds? I mean, what's the point? It's never going to be seen. Well, that's the point. Is you look at a lot of the builds people do, and they look great on the outside, but you go inside, there's nothing there. And when you go into a building in real life, do you see the girders? No, but you know they're there. Same thing here. If we have empty space, we want to fill it. Some say, well, doesn't that make the ship bigger and make it harder to load and cause lag issues? No. Air blocks are considered a block. So whether they're filled or not, the game considers it a block. That's my understanding of how it works. So I go ahead and I started doing this with the original D build when I was helping out with it. I think about, this is 2017, 5 years ago. And I've always done it with every one of my builds now. Whenever I have empty space, I just try to fill it as much as possible. That way you you have that hidden detail, that quality that you know you put into a build. And this is a hobby for me, and I like my hobbies to be as accurate. It's like any model building thing. You want your work to be as accurate as possible at all times. And I can tell you that there's some model builders out there that would spend years, 40 hours a day, or excuse me, a week, just building the detailed models that they build. Not just one model, but excuse me, not multiple models, one model. They'd spend 40 hours a week on it until it's done. In some cases, it could be a year or two before they're done with their models, depending on how much reconstruction work and details they want to put into them. And it's amazing some of the work I've seen with models, especially remakes of movie things. So those guys really go to town. They could take years for some of those model makers to actually complete what they're working on and stuff. So very impressive, very inspiring too. And a lot more work they put into those things than we put into this. But this is a 3D game, so we do what we want to do in here, and we design what we want to design the way we want to design it. And we hope that it works out well. I mean, sometimes in retrospect you go back through and you see how things are scattered about, but you're like, oh man, I wish I'd have laid that out better, or wish I would have made that a multi-story thing, or thought about more of a process for that. But we're basing 40% of this build off of the basic build itself is off the Sternbach plans. And then there's about 10 to 20% of the Whitefire plans mixed in with it, especially in the lower decks. And then the rest of it, the bulk of it is just, us coming up with stuff. And no matter how many of the blueprints you follow, this is always going to be the case with Minecraft, because 3D hulls never match up to 2D drawings. It just, for some reason, that just seems to be the case with the way things go. So, yeah. Do the best we can and try to figure stuff out as we go in a lot of cases. I like to use previous builds for guides and things like that, but it's just on these big builds, the Enterprise D here being a year and a half into, well, a year and 2 months now into the build process, and we're only on deck 15. It doesn't seem like we've got a lot done, but we have, and it's amazing how much work we've gotten done. We have a new person, to Twal Fee 07. Sorry, I can't pronounce that name. It's one of those things, just can't do it. Sorry. I haven't reset my macros yet to say hi to people and give people information and things like that, so it's up to them to figure it out. We have been getting quite a lot of new traffic though, which is kind of nice. Alright, that ribbing's in. I'll rib off this other side here. I think I'm going to put something here, so I'm not going to rib that. Might just put tanks there. I don't know what I'll put there, to be honest with you. It's on the hull itself, so I really don't want to use it for crew area, but I could use it for something related to crew area. Fill that in. Sometimes those blocks get missed. I don't know why, it just happens that way. There we go. And what am I going to do here? Should I just go ahead and put the columns all the way through? I think I will. Because why not, Back here, there we go. Come on, cooperate. There we are. Go ahead and get rid of the magenta there. And the magenta here. There's magenta there, I want to make sure I replace it with actual physical blocks, black blocks. That way there, I know that if there was something there that's supposed to be a floor, it's been covered. Alright, so this section's been done. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to design something to put in this area. Let's go ahead and grab a white block, excuse me, a red block, a white block, keep that block and my half slab. And nope, I can do it that way. I'll grab our gray block while we're at it. There we go. We'll go this, like that, and so. And for here, we'll go ahead and do this, and that, and like so. The red block and a red block. This can be half slabbed, half slabbed, half slabbed. Same thing on this side. Then for the gray, we'll just go one more around this way. Like so, getting some more notifications. Love that stuff. And red, red. And here we'll go slabs again. For here, we'll go to a light block. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Come on. 1, 2, and then nice some more. So, figure out, should we go red? Yeah, let's go with red. Screw red. Excuse me, let's go with red. I like red. 1, 2, 3. Go through here like this. No, notice there's no ropes or anything like that. And then we will just go ahead and just do this as a half slabbing. And just to be on the safe side, over the top of that, and then like that. Alright, so put something in there like that. Who knows what that is? Maybe it's a beacon of some kind. I can always come back through later. Oops, sorry about my microphone. That must have been horribly loud and annoying. I do apologize. It is what it is. Can't get away from it. Now, for these rooms in through here, supplementals, systems, and bracings. I think, yeah, that's going to be difficult, because if I do something like this and make these like life support, or not life support, but small individual rooms like this, I have a problem with the floor. That's what's going to hurt me, but I can always use black carpet for that. And that's just this. Do something like this. Take down this, because this here can be part of that, and then I can just figure out something for that wall right there. Alright, get back here. Cooperate. I hate when blocks don't want to cooperate with me. There we go. Back to our magenta again. Okay, so we got individual rooms through here now. This will be a servicing room, so what I can do here is seal it off to 1, and then I'll use black carpet. Come here, Mr. Black Carpet. Along here. Actually, I'm going to have to do it this way. And now to hide this, go ahead and grab, yeah, I'll grab this one. What the hell? There we go. And since this is that, we can go ahead and, well, they're going to share the same basic wall design, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it the way it is. And in here, I guess we could do something like this. Very similar to what we have up there, but not. And, whoops. half slabs for the top as well as the side, so we'll go and grab our half slabs. There we go. I'll put black half slabs on top, and I'll go with the stone half slabs along the side here. And from here to here, we'll go ahead and set up an energy conduit. Again, we are limited by our block, by our resource pack and block textures. Nothing we can do about it. It is Minecraft, and this is just the way it is. We either accept it or we don't. So we use the blocks and the tools that we have for what we're doing, and we hope that the best we can do is better than everybody else. Granted, if we had more resource blocks, with the 1.12 update, we should be getting a crap ton more blocks. But it just depends upon, you know, how well we utilize those resources. And I'm for one pretty excited that we're possibly going to end up with a lot of new block styles and things. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Now, since this will probably be that one, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. It's going to be emergency survival lockers. That's what these are. I'll go ahead and remove the door walls here and put the doors in where they need to go in using the correct blocks. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might incorporate it into, you know, if I can fly. I don't know yet. I really don't know yet what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to get rid of this block here. What I'll do in the meantime is I'll just set up what I call a temporary reinforcements. This way here we know this is a support area. Structural support. That's what I meant to say. Structural support. Which means we don't need this or that. Again, getting rid of blocks I don't need, filling in with blocks I do need. So this one's 4, so how would I do that? I do it from this side, because that's the longer side. So yeah, again, we'll just go ahead and not needed. Dang it. It's hard to do with these hidden blocks. You know they're there. You just want to remove them, but you can't get them all. There you go. So those would be like support struts, and then I'll do the same thing over here. Alright, what I did here is I just made a system room. That's all I'm really going to do with this area, just making it into a system room. And I'll go ahead, since this is a area of the ship that you can't access directly off a corridor, you have to go through a Jeffries tube. I'm debating whether or not it should be an atmosphere room, a room that requires a spacesuit or not. But I don't, that's hence the walls. They're just wall fillers at this point. Actually, that's wrong. You and you. Cool. Right there, I thought I was going to get worried about something else. Come on. Oh, got that to deal with. Okay, so you go in there, and you go right there. Then this is blank space. Go ahead and put the sign right here. There we go. And the gray right here is just denoting that there's stone under it, but this will be a Jeffries tube wall. Get rid of this. And we'll go ahead and extend our bracing back here. Way to there. Same thing here. And grab our gray block here. I like to do this every now and then for bracing. It looks kind of cool when you do it. That's a bracing. That's a bracing. Okay, now for here, what are we going to do here? I could just extend the bracing, which is really what I should go ahead and do. So I'm going to go ahead and just extend the bracing, just like so. Come on, stop it. You cooperate with me. I am your Lord Master. There we go. There we go. Fill that in and do it this way. And then from here, we'll just go ahead and do it out this way. Because why not? There we go. Alright, yeah. Looking good, looking good. Anyways, I do appreciate you taking time to watch, and if you hit the like button for me, I greatly appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next Let's Build with Atrocities sort of waste of time builds. Anyways, there we go. I appreciate you watching.